When you get past the 9,000 YouTube videos explaining how to attract women and make them fall in love with you, you'll eventually mature and realize that you don't want that. You want a wife instead. You want an intellectual, sophisticated, and rational mother of your children rather than a fun time in the backseat of a car. This change will take place in your life around age 20. It's pretty late because of how society is set up for us to become men and women later on in life and instead stay boys and girls for a while. This means that once you do eventually get your life together and you start focusing on creating a strong and stable lifestyle for yourself by means of family, finance, and charisma, women will actually be chasing you for a change. But this quick shift means that you're going to have to adapt as well. Listen to me when I say this. Do not tell a girl what you like in a girl. If you take anything from this video, it's that sentence. This is identical to you giving out the answer key to a test, which is advice that I can't take myself, honestly, because I have hundreds of videos on this platform that show my most raw and authentic self, so I'm personally cooked. But at this age, you're a grown man with values that you stand by. You won't compromise because a girl is attractive. However, when a girl really likes you, she will consciously or subconsciously warp herself to fit the answer key and act like she's the one you've been looking for your whole life. And to the naive and impressionable young man who just got his shit together, you will fall for this. Trust me. Don't tell a girl everything that you value. Your stance on morality, your political views, especially early on. Your goal while speaking to any person of interest is to find the most objective and unbiased and true version of them before they mold themselves to your liking out of emotion and lust. Don't forget that. If you realize that the real estate in your head is being taken up by her and she's already become a strong craving of yours, you've already lost the battle before it started. You're no longer thinking with your head upstairs and now the one downstairs. You've lost at that moment. One part about most religions that you have to respect, no matter if you're an atheist or whatever you are, is how they prevent emotional attachment and lust from taking over the relationship before it's solidified into a marriage. How many people do you know that when they were dating for years, they did everything together, like literally everything, and then they broke up and were totally shattered for months? I can promise that every single one of those relationships could have been prevented within the first month if they hadn't caught feelings early on. If he just took a step back and looked at her from a long-term, successful marriage standpoint before falling in love with her or her body, he would have saved his entire heartache and years off of his life. Maybe he even missed the right one while he was still with her. The overwhelming majority of people don't change, and they also accidentally show you their true selves very early on. If you already didn't fall for this person, you wouldn't turn a blind eye to their behavior and you'd come to the correct conclusion very early on. However, we watch too many Disney movies and love stories growing up to ever be logical when it comes to marriage. Don't forget, we were literally conditioned and constantly reinforced that love should be from the heart and that it happens on first sight, when that's honestly all bullshit. Maybe a one-night hookup happens at first sight, but to find someone that you're going to spend the next 60 years of your life waking up next to this person, that is no quick lust-driven decision. It's calculated. Men, you have to be okay if she likes you, and you have to be okay if she wakes up tomorrow morning and doesn't like you anymore. The moment another girl has the power to flip a switch and destroy your mental health shows that you were using her to fill a void and you weren't even complete to begin with. That's honestly quite selfish. To prevent this, you have to make sure that you have all parts of yourself in working order before you attach yourself to a host like a virus would. If you still don't know what your purpose is, if you're still watching pee online, or struggling to pull the blanket off in the morning and get up, or even still swiping through TikTok just trying to pass time, do not start talking to a girl. Without realizing it, you'll just end up using her as a way to replace your already negative and toxic habits and behavioral traits. She will become your TikTok scroll. She'll become your purpose. She'll become the reason that you wake up in the morning and get to work, or she'll become what you are watching in the bathroom by yourself. You don't want that. She's a finite, fallible, and flawed human being, not a god. You would never, ever truly rely on something that is temporary to be your source of happiness, contentment, fulfillment, and purpose, because when she eventually is no longer with you or she no longer exists here, either her time is up or she cheated on you, God forbid, then you'll crash deeper than before you ever met her. Everything in the universe is continually moving towards this order. This is the second law of thermodynamics. Everything in the universe will eventually come to an end. So don't put your faith fully in something that's not going to be there forever. Do not worship and idolize something that has a start and an end date, but instead find a wife that brings you closer to the Creator. This way, if you love each other for the sake of God alone, then you'll find true eternal love. Anything else, and it'll just come to an end with the rest of the universe. Thank you for watching this video. Stay dreaming, stay lucid. I'm out. Peace.